jacket on, smelling like cigarettes and gasoline songs. Walkman hanging from your faded blue jeans, like some broken prints from a teenage dream. I was writing hearts with red lipstick ink, while Roxette played low by the chemistry wing. Your eyes kept drifting to the office door, like you were searching for something more. The football field was soaked in rain, neon reflections dancing down the drain, and every hallway whisper said your name, like danger wrapped inside a teenage flame. You smiled slow when the final bell died, black Camaro waiting outside, but I said, baby, not tonight, and locked the classroom tight. Oh, you thought love was just a movie scene, cherry cola kisses and ripped blue jeans, but I got rules written in my heart, and detention's where the lessons start. Welcome to detention, love. Stay with me till midnight comes. I'll write your name across my heart, like graffiti glowing in the dark. No escape when the lights go low. Hands on the desk, move nice and slow. You broke the rules, now you're mine tonight. In detention, love beneath the neon lights. Cassette tapes scattered over the floor, Bon Jovi posters on the classroom door. Your fingers traced the dust on my desk, like you were trying to confess. Outside, the city was alive at night, arcade machines and motel signs, pink motel heaven by Route 65, where lonely hearts learn to survive. I said, boy, your soul's a runaway train, too wild for heaven, too soft for the rain. You laughed low and leaned real near, whispered something only I could hear. The chalkboard still said after class, like a curse from a romance past. And somewhere deep in the parking lot, a symphony radio still played non-stop. You kept pretending you didn't care, but your heartbeat gave you there. Every rebel needs somebody true to break their walls in two. Welcome to detention, love. Stay with me till midnight comes. I'll teach you things that never could, about bad boys in Hollywood, slow dancing under fluorescent skies, velvet shadows in your eyes. You broke the rules, now hold me tight. In detention, love, all night. We kissed while thunder shook the school, like two sinners breaking every rule. Your hands trembled against my waist, like first love mixed with sweet disgrace. The janitor radio played soft and low, some sad dark Romeo, and your gold chain touched my skin, like a secret nobody else had seen. I said, maybe love's not meant to heal, maybe it's supposed to make you feel. Then the lights flickered black to blue, and suddenly there was only you. Now every Friday soldier and the rebel kid, but legends always blur with time, like cheap red lipstick and old crime films. You left one note inside my drawer: detention, forever yours. And sometimes when midnight calls my name, I swear I still hear you in the rain. Welcome to detention, love, where broken hearts still dream of us. Vinyl spinning, city lights burning softly through the night. No graduation from this crime. You and me suspended in time, forever young, forever wild, like two lost souls in the dark tonight. Detention love, detention love. Stay after class with me. September 1988. The classroom lights finally fade, but somewhere in the dark, the cassette keeps playing. September 1988. Downtown lights melting into the boulevard. The air smelled faintly of perfume and gasoline. And somewhere between midnight and morning, you walked into my life like a secret. I spend my evenings grading papers while old love songs played quietly. Neon reflections cross the classroom floor like scenes from forgotten movies. And you appeared beside the doorway, black leather gloves, careless smile, like somebody too beautiful to stay innocent for long. The football field lights glowed behind you, blue smoke drifting through the parking lot. And every ordinary moment suddenly felt impossible to stop. fading slowly fills the hallway. The city disappears from view, but somewhere inside the static, I still belong to you. September rain on classroom windows, blue hallway lights after dark. Another lonely evening waiting inside St. Mary's after hours. I spent my days beside the piano, teaching scales beneath pale lights. Teenage dreamers filling notebooks, trying to escape their lives. You sat near the back by the window, leather jacket, careless smile, cassette headphones on your shoulders, always staying after a while. Outside the football field kept glowing, rain fell softly on the street, and somehow every ordinary moment began to feel dangerously sweet. Chalk and kisses, love notes hidden in attendance sheets, two quiet hearts surviving slowly between the hallways and the heat. Chalk and kisses, you shadow underneath gymnasium lights, while synth melodies drifted softly through suburban Friday nights. The music room smelled faintly of coffee, dust and vinyl. After school you played slow chords upon the piano, pretending not to break the rules. Outside the marching band rehearsed under cold fluorescent skies. Cheerleaders smoked behind the bleachers while police lights crossed the night. You asked me once if growing older always felt this strange and blue. I smiled softly without answering, because I already knew. Some stories disappear forever, some survive in quiet rain, but certain nights stay in your memory long after people change. Outside the dreamland cinema, the city shimmered silver blue, and somewhere between youth and heartbreak, every road still led to you. Chalk and kisses, rainwater shining down the avenue. Every sleepless song from 1987 still somehow sounds like you. Chalk and kisses, your voice echoes through old cassette haze, like forgotten lovers dancing slowly inside fluorescent memories. The blackboard fades into the darkness, Morning enters pale and thin, and somewhere in an empty classroom, September never ends. September 1988. Rain against the music room windows, football lights glowing outside like another world. You always arrive late to class, varsity jacket soaked from the rain, helmet underneath your arm, acting like trouble was stitched into your name. The girls watch from the hallway lockers, boys laugh too loud near the stairs, but you sat quietly by the piano like you carried storms no one else could hear. Your fingers tapped against the desk, perfect rhythm, careless grace, while fluorescent classroom lighting turned silver against your face. I should have only taught you music, minor chords and discipline, but something dangerous was happening every time you walked in. Outside, the marching band kept playing. Inside, the room felt far too small, and every note between us sounded like no rules existed at all. Bad romance, late night shadows in the music hall, your football gloves beside my records, your heartbeat echoing through the walls. Bad romance, you looked at me like reckless youth looks at fire, two lonely souls wrapped together in rain, cassette tapes and desire, and every neon avenue still reminds me of your touch, like September 1988 never really left us. Friday nights after the games, the city glowed electric blue. Cheerleaders disappeared into Camaros, while radio stations played soft truths. You stayed behind for extra lessons long after everyone was gone. Leather boots across the classroom floor sent melodies softly carrying on. I remember like we were escaping ordinary life. And maybe we both understood this story could never survive daylight. But some loves aren't meant for forever, only for one beautiful night. Demanded truth, and somewhere beyond memory, beyond those suburban skies, September 1988 still lives inside your eyes. The bell rings softly in the distance. Lockers close one by one, and inside the empty music room, our ghosts are still young. All right, everyone. Books open, eyes forward. And if you keep distracting the class, you'll be staying after with me again. Third row by the window, leather jacket, crooked tie, always tapping rhythms on the desk instead of looking me in the eyes. September light through classroom curtains, dust floating slow in golden lines. You pretend you're bored and careless, but you memorize every word of mine. Girls whisper beside the piano, boys stare through the afternoon heat, while old cassette rehearsals echo softly down the empty hallway street. You say my rules are too dramatic, that I make Mozart sound obscene. Well, maybe discipline feels different when you're only 17. So stay behind when the bell stops ringing. I think you need extra attention tonight. No one ever learned harmony properly without a little pressure applied. After class, you and me beneath fluorescent lights, while the rain paints silver rivers across the college night. After class, I'll teach you how a minor chord can break a heart, how beautiful mistakes become somebody's favorite part. And if you keep acting dangerous, skipping lessons just to dance, don't be surprised when I keep you after class. Your Walkman headphones around your neck, smelling faintly of smoke and rain. You lean back laughing in your chair, like trouble wearing human shape. Outside, the football field grows darker, cheerleaders disappear into cars. walking to after class. I knew boys like you in 1984. Beautiful disasters in denim and cologne, always pretending not to feel things, always terrified of going home. You think mystery makes you untouchable, but music reveals every disguise, every trembling hand, every sleepless night, every lonely thought behind your eyes. And maybe what you call discipline is only two people delaying goodbye inside an empty music room, while September thunder rolls outside. After class, the city glows blue beyond the stained glass doors, and your reflection dances softly across the polished classroom floors. After class, no one remembers what the lesson plan became. Only rain against the windows and the way you said my name. So if tomorrow morning you arrive late once again, don't worry, darling, I'll be waiting with another lesson plan. The bell rings somewhere in the distance. Lockers close one after another, and inside room 108, the lights stay on a little longer.